The journey here, stacking well up just back a fraction as they let them go, and Chevy Cheval will look for the lead. Stacking well up, can't kick up, and Chevy Cheval's got the pace to get to the lead. Melvin Skipper to move up on the outside, Tikau in the centre. Stacking well up's behind the leader. Koala's last three back the Rouse. Berliner next one off. Onto its back goes Butcher's Hook. Noah Lott's going to sneak up along the inside next. Sovereign Black back to second last, and Demon Rob was last. Into the back they head the first time. 2 3/4 laps from home, and the leader is Chevy Cheval. 4 metres clear. Melvin Skipper's going to be forced to face the breeze. Stack 'em all up with the trail behind the leader. Tikau is 1-1. Koala's last is 3 back the Rouse. Getting up on its back, Noah Lott. Covering it in turn was Berliner. Sovereign Black has snuck up along the inside of Butcher's Hook, and whipping them in now, racing one off the Rouse on its lonesome was Demon Rob. Halfway round the top turn, and with just over 2 1/4 laps left to run, the leader is Chevy Cheval, and it's done it pretty easily in the first lap too. It's done it as it liked. It led 4 metres. In second placing, Stack 'em well up. Melvin Skipper just back a little bit on the outside now of Stack 'em well up. Tikau 1-1. Koala's last, still 3 back the Rouse, and following it Noah Lott. Around Noah Lott was Berliner. Then 4 metres to Sovereign Black, a couple of metres Butcher's Hook, and last of all Demon Rob will get the lead time, 1:22.5, which isn't all that quick as they race towards the back. And the pilot Chevy Cheval travelling nicely, going along with the ears pricked at the moment. He led 4 metres. Stack 'em well up on the inside, getting the great trail, but it's in the pocket. Melvin Skipper keeps it in. Tikau's had a good run. It's racing outside of Koala's last. Noah Lott next on the inside of Berliner. Then another 4 metres Sovereign Black on the Rouse, a couple to Butcher's Hook, and still Demon Rob whipped them in. They leave the back, a lap and a half from home. Well, there hasn't been anything change in this race for, well, just about from the first turn. They've been going along in this formation pretty well from the outset. And the leader, Chevy Cheval. In second placing, Melvin Skipper. Here's something to tell you. 32 seconds the first quarter as they come into the straight. Melvin Skipper's doing the work. Favourite backers are just starting to get a bit itchy now, with the Stack 'em well up behind the leader. Tikau's 1-1. Koala's last on the Rouse. Here comes Demon Rob out 3 wide. It gets around Berliner. Noah Lott, the inner, needs a lot of luck. Butcher's Hook was second last, and Sovereign Black now relegated to the tail. Demon Rob's gone very quickly and gets around them as they race towards the back straight. It's Chevy Cheval just the leader from Melvin Skipper. They sped up to 31.5 that quarter. Stack 'em well up's in real strife, getting out now. 3 wide Demon Rob back in the pack. Butcher's Hook gallop, but there was nothing behind it. Tikau is in the centre. Berliner's onto the back of Demon Rob. Koala's last the inside. In the centre, Noah Lott. And then Sovereign Black coming off the back of the 400. Still Chevy Cheval. Travelling pretty well. Melvin Skipper under pressure. No run for Stack 'em well up. Struggling Demon Rob. Tikau trying to get through in the centre. Berliner pulls about 4 wide. Might be 5 wide on the turn. Koala's last held up. Noah Lott now one off. On the bend, Chevy Cheval led. Melvin Skipper under pressure. Still no run for Stack 'em well up. Tikau comes down the outside. Berliner running on solidly. Chevy Cheval the leader. Tikau coming down the outside. Stack 'em well up. Gets through late with Noah Lott, but Chevy Cheval wins by 2 metres. Second, Stack 'em well up. Got out too late. Noah Lott flashed home. Might even grab third from Tikau. Koala's last next from Melvin Skipper. Then Sovereign Black, Butcher's Hook, Berliner, and Demon Rob last.
We'll check those there. 5-3 and possibly number 8 there. 5-3 in a photo race 2 at Globe Derby. Now let's up
was Emma Sue. Emma Sue takes the lead and raced away. 3 in front of Crystal Memory second. Third was Babakill, followed by Bucks Weekend. She made it the fence from second last Mr. Snow, and 2 last of all Bold Express. Out of the straight, Emma Sue is in front by 2. On second, Crystal Memories, 2 lengths away. Third, Bucks Weekend, making good ground. Followed by She Made It on the inside of it. 3 further back to Babakill for Mr. Snow. And last, Bold Express. At the top turn, Emma Sue still 2 lengths in front, coming back to the field somewhat. Crystal Memories and finishing on well, She Made It. Likewise, Bucks Weekend to the home turn. Emma Sue in front. She Made It hooks around it. It's Emma Sue a length in front. She Made It won't quite get it. Emma Sue wins. Emma Sue first. She Made It second. Crystal Memories third, just in front of Bucks Weekend, followed by Bold Express, Babakill, and last of all was Mr. Snow. Placings after the 4th event. Emma Sue has led throughout number 7. A Black Bitch by a Legendary Kid out of Repossessed.
And Barry now pulls away in the back straight. They're racing. Good start, showing early speed. Grain Store Flyer with Risen Star, and Murph's Mark now being restrained. He settles down fourth. Classic Albert kicking up as trying to keep them all out. In behind them, the Smooth Flyer, followed by Concentric, Mr. Tubbs, Sandmac. Dolomenta's second last, and Warm and Bow had dropped out to last. Going through on the inside, Classic Albert retained the lead around the turn in the first circuit by 6 or 8 metres to Grain Store Flyer, who drops in behind the leader. Risen Star 4 metres away third. For the moment, Murph's Mark is 4 metres away fourth without cover, being trailed up by the Smooth Flyer. On its inside is Concentric. 5 metres away, Mr. Tubbs on the inside of Sam Mack. Second last, 8 metres away, Dolomint, and last on the rail is Warm and Bow. 2 circuits out of the 1800, and the leader is Classic Alba. He's running along out of the straight by 6 or 8 metres to Grain Store Flyer. 5 metres away third, Risen Star. Murph's Mark is doing it the hard way without cover. On its inside is Concentric, followed by the Smooth Flyer. 2 metres away, Mr. Tubbs on the inside of Sam Mack, who travels up third last, and 3 back on the outside. And the last 2 are Dolomint on the outside of Warm and Bow. Along the back they head once again. They've gone the first circuit. And this bloke in front, Classic Alba, he's hanging for a stride. He's still running along by 4 metres to Grain Store Flyer. Now he steadies. Up on the outside is Murph's Mark, followed by Risen Star. Up on the outside with cover is the Smooth Flyer, followed by Concentric on the fence. Then Sam Mack, 5 metres away, Mr. Tubbs. Second last, Dolomint, and 5 metres to Warm and Bow. About 25 metres had covered the field, approaching the turn once again. And from the outset, it has been Classic Alba by 4 metres. Murph's Mark on the outside, always without cover. The leader's back is Grain Store Flyer with a nice sit, followed by the Smooth Flyer, who's had a handy run. Risen Star is held up, 3 back on the fence, trailed up by Concentric. Then Sam Mack on the running line. Third last, Dolomint outside Mr. Tubbs, and 4 metres away, Warm and Bow last. A lap to go at the 850. Classic Alba, he's still the pilot by 4 metres. He knows that Murph's Mark on the outside has raced without cover from the outset, and again he quickens up on Classic Alba as Murph's Mark on the outside without cover is being shaken up. Grain Store Flyer, he's had a beaut run behind the leader. On its back in turn, Risen Star, followed by the Smooth Flyer. 5 metres away, Sam Mack, followed by Concentric, going roughly for a stride, checking Mr. Tubbs momentarily, who came out and contacted Warm and Bow, and Dolomint is third last. Towards the 450, still Classic Alba. He leads Murph's Mark by 2.5 metres. In behind them came Grain Store Flyer, needing a run, followed by the Smooth Flyer. Risen Star locked away. Back in behind them, Dolomint, Sam Mack, Concentric, Mr. Tubbs, and out the back, Warm and Bow. But Classic Alba, he got away 250 out on the turn. Murph's Mark not going well. The danger, Grain Store Flyer. He peels off the leader's back. He's rounding him up, and back in behind them came Risen Star. At the 150, Classic Alba 2 metres in front. Grain Store Flyer ranged up on the outside to tackle Classic Alba. Classic Alba at the 100, though, 1.5 metres in front. He's holding Grain Store Flyer and Risen Star, and it's Classic Alba all the way. Classic Alba wins by 2 metres. I reckon Grain Store Flyer second, and nose to Risen Star third. Then Murph's Mark had a little luck. Back in behind them, Sam Mack, followed by the Smooth Flyer. Then Concentric, Mr. Tubbs. Last in was Dolomint. Just arriving now is Warm and Bow.
I'll check those 2, 3, possibly 4. They race 3 at Moonee Valley on race number 3. Number 2.
Third event, racing on the outside. Best out was Mrs. Opal, straight to the lead. Blue Cape showing speed. Real Zeal in the centre, and a couple behind them. Star Words at the first corner. Then came on the inside Jan's Clover over Frontier Boy and Honourable. And out to last was Aratula, the favourite, down the back straight. And getting away, Blue Cape shows the way. Mrs. Opal is out after it. 3 lengths, Real Zeal, Jan's Clover and Honourable. On the home corner, Mrs. Opal trying to get to Blue Cape, but Blue Cape got away. And Blue Cape goes on to beat Mrs. Opal. Blue Cape first, Mrs. Opal second. Jan's Clover got up for third and tipped out Real Zeal, then Honourable. A break to Aratula, and dropping out next to last was Frontier Boy and Star Words. Good effort by Blue Cape. Too strong for them.
Just about ready. Majestic Mission picks up the gate on the inside. They're set. There's the blue light. They're off and racing. Majestic Mission began fairly well, but Power Master got the best of the start. Bounced out in front of Gold Maker, who got away well, and coming across Prince Lobel, showing a ton of pace soon after the jump. Going for a gallop, Fengori Blue, being passed on the outside by To Win Again, and on its inside is Alberta Jane. Heading around the first corner, Power Master found the fence and leads clearly by 1.5 lengths or 2 lengths on Majestic Mission. Prince Bell, the first without cover, moving up on the outside of Goldmaker. A length further back then to Missy Mandy, picking up ground, followed by Happy Joseph as they turn the corner. Going through on the inside is Alberta Jane, making ground on the rails, followed a long way back by Bonnie Doon Jack, and then To Win Again. And last of all is Fangori Blue. Coming up to the judge, 1 circuit left to go. And the pilot is Power Master. Power Master by a length and a half, Majestic Mission. Moving up on the outside, Prince Bell is the first without cover. Tucked away on the rail is Goldmaker as they swing to the turn out of the straight. A length further back to Missy Mandy, followed by Alberta Jane, picking up ground on the inside. That lead time is 61.2. A length further back to Happy Joseph on the outside. All this trouble going for a gallop back in the field as Alberta Jane hitting it straight again, being passed by Bonnie Doon Jack, and To Win Again is at the rear of the field. Heading up the back, 500 metres left to go. Power Master the leader, 2 lengths clear of Majestic Mission, had a beautiful run on the leader's back. 2 lengths away, third to Prince Bell, followed by Missy Mandy, starting a run on the outside and going forward in a hurry, followed by Bonnie Doon Jack, who's going forward as well, and then came Goldmaker. Up the back, 300 metres left to go. Power Master still the leader. 2 lengths clear of Majestic Mission. Pop the question now. 3 away, third, Missy Mandy, followed by Bonnie Doon Jack, and then Prince Bell as they straighten up. Power Master the leader. Under extreme pressure. It leads by 2 lengths. Majestic Mission switches back to the inside of Power Master. Power Master's in front. Majestic Mission trying to pick it up in the last 50, but Power Master's too good. Power Master won it by 3/4 of a length. Second, Majestic Mission. Third was Missy Mandy, followed at the head of the others then by Bonnie Doon Jack, and then came Goldmaker. A fair way back to Happy Joseph, followed by Alberta Jane, and then came Prince Bell, and was back at the tail of the field and To Win Again. And Fangori Blue has pulled up in the home stretch.
317 there, race 5 at Newcastle. Updating Brisbane before they jump. Let's have a quick look at the market there. And it is even money there for First Contender. It's the favourite one. And over the page there, we have Knight's Memory number 13 showing at 5-2. As we take you to Albion Park, race 3, here's Terry.
First Contender at $2.25 for the win, 5-4 on the Queensland TAB. Light On Racing and Henri Harcourt and First Contender both came out very quickly. Shank Around was hustled out of the gate, drove up underneath them, held them deep into the first turn and grabbed the lead. Shank Around leads Henri Harcourt, Venetici third, First Contender fourth, and planted 3 deep into the first turn. Then Harmony Haven, followed by Supreme Trust on the rail. KJ's Pride deep on the outside of Another Henry, then Harley O'Quinn and Helen Shadow. Sir Janice second last, and Knight's Memory had dropped out to the tail of the field. Henri Harcourt has gone to the lead. Henri Harcourt took over, and at the 1100 metres mark, led by a length of First Contender, who's posted tonight. 29.2 the first cut. KJ's Pride 3 deep, sliding up near the leader. First Contender pulls his way through between KJ's Pride and Henri Harcourt. Shank Around fourth on the fence, inside of Harmony Haven. Harley O'Quinn 3 deep behind KJ's Pride. Venetici on the fence, and then Knight's Memory on the outside of Another Henry and Supreme Trust. Sir Janice second last, and Helen Shadow a length away at the tail. Henri Harcourt takes them to the back. 31.9 second section, and past the tea trees, Henri Harcourt 3/4 in front of First Contender. KJ's Pride still 3 deep. Shank Around on the back of the leader. Harmony Haven in the centre, followed by Venetici. Harley O'Quinn 4 wide. Knight's Memory 5 wide at the 450. Then Another Henry, followed by Supreme Trust, Sir Janice and Helen Shadow. First Contender joined Henri Harcourt at the 300. First Contender went to the lead. Henri Harcourt's under the bat. Harmony Haven about to peel into the clear and then Shank Around, but First Contender went for home. They flatten, and First Contender leads a length and a half to Harmony Haven and Henri Harcourt. Then Venetici and Knight's Memory. First Contender in front. Harmony Haven trying hard to close the gap. First Contender stopping. Harmony Haven lunging too late. First Contender wins. First Contender held Harmony Haven and collected the prize. Shank Around third. Another Henry rattled home for fourth. Then Knight's Memory, Supreme Trust, Venetici, Harley O'Quinn, Henri Harcourt, KJ's Pride and Sir Janice, one of the last.
We'll check those now. Moonee Valley Dividends, and here they...
And now for the 5th. Ready for a start, they're racing. Beginning well was Rapid Toy from second on the inside, Liza Bell and Imber Joy. Soon after taking up the front posse, Rapid Toy, but joined by Liza Bell, who carves across and takes the lead. Imber Joy pressing it. Two further back was Designer, followed next by Black Trim and also Chelsea Boy. Last of all was Remember. Down the back straight, in front now Liza Bell rolls off. Moving up along the inside again was Rapid Toy. Out wide was Imber Joy from Designer as they jam up. Chelsea Boy and Black Trim, and five last of all was Remember. To the home turn, Liza Bell in front, Rapid Toy back to the fence, Rapid Toy and Liza Bell. Liza Bell grabs Rapid Toy, Liza Bell from Rapid Toy. Third was Chelsea Boy, followed by Black Trim, Imber Joy. Behind those came Designer, and last of all was Remember. Placings 2, 3 and 5 in what we could describe as a mixing race. Rapid Toy was up and back, Liza Bell was up and back. Judge calling for the photo, but it looks like two Liza Bell at $13 and $1.80, over three Rapid Toy at $1.30, and for third, five Chelsea Boy at $1.50. Time 36.34. 36.34, a photo all placings, but you'll find it'll be 2, 3 and 5. Liza Bell, a Black Bitch by Rapid Supreme out of Brisk Jane, owned and trained by Jane McHale from Sefton. A photo all placings and the official shortly after race 5 at Penrith.
Now, the Newcastle Race 5 dividends. Thank you, Rodney. And at Newcastle, Power Master 250, 140, Majestic Mission 160, and Missy Mandy of 180, Quinella 270, Trifecta 1720, Race 5 from the Hunter Valley. Placings at Albion Park, 7, 2 and 3 now after that lengthy delay there, 7, 2 and 3, 7, 2 and 3. And they're one on the outside, just getting the prize there in Brisbane on the third race. Okay. Now, at this point, we might take a short break and have more for you right after this on Sky.
What do you want?
Hello there. I'd like to tell you about a really sensational offer that's sure to appeal to every serious punter, and aren't we all? Early in October, I'll be hosting a special racing tour to Hong Kong, and I'd love to have you join us. For just $1,760, you'll fly return economy class with Qantas to Hong Kong from Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane and stay 6 nights at the new luxurious Luk Kwok Hotel. Also included in the price, return airport transfers, breakfasts, admission to the race meetings. In addition, you'll be a guest in the visitors box at Sha Tin and Happy Valley racecourses, where you'll enjoy a delicious complimentary meal, air-conditioned coach transport to and from the courses, and a specially printed form guide to help you pick winners. And outside the racing, so much to see and do. Great value for only $1,760. Value like that you just can't let go, so book right now. Phone Anywhere Travel in Sydney, 02 663 0411. That's Anywhere Travel, 02 663 0411.
Into the back, 22.30 the journey. They're away and racing, and on the inside Got the Flair has come away pretty well. Lindover had a little bit of a look for the lead but didn't have the pace, and eases to look for a trail, but it won't come because I think QC Scott's going to drop in for the trail, getting up behind the leader on Settling Down without a doubt. Now, round the field quickly in the early stages is Lusty Lou. It's moving up 3 deep. Further back in the field then on Settling Down, we have London Mac. Well back in the pack at this stage is the favourite Dialer Buck and Valentine Day last to settle. The leader has Got the Flair coming into the straight the first time, and it's 4 metres clear. Out 3 wide, Lusty Lou. It's going on with the job. Without a doubt, it's come one off rather. And Lindover now behind the leader, so there's been a bit of a change up front. Then QC Scott now 1 out and 2 back. On its back in turn then London Mac, 48 seconds is the lead time. Back second last was Dialer Buck, and Valentine Day 6 metres away at the tail. They head towards the back straight, and again a little bit of light drizzle falling here, but not particularly heavy. And the leader is Got the Flair, 3 metres in front. Lusty Lou second. In behind them with the trail was Lindover, and 1 out and 1 back without a doubt. 1 out and 2 back QC Scott. It's got London Mac on its back. Then Dialer Buck and Valentine Day getting up along the rails. Actually, that rain starts to get a bit heavier now, and some of the crowd is clearing out. Some of the crowd is clearing out for the stand. The leader is Got the Flair. First quarter run in 31.8. Lusty Lou second. Down on the inside behind them with the good trail Lindover. It's had a good run throughout. On the outside without a doubt. Then 4 metres to QC Scott. Getting through along the rails, Valentine Day. London Mac was second last, and the favourite Dialer Buck still has the job to do from the tail. A lap to run, and the leader Got the Flair by a metre. In second placing, Lusty Lou. Lindover waiting for the run. Without a doubt, running fourth. Valentine does save some ground on the rails. 31 for the second quarter. On the outside, QC Scott hasn't really had to go on it yet. London Mac still second last, and now Dialer Buck takes off. 600 to run. So race into the back, got the flare by a couple. In second placing, Lusty Lou, without a doubt, comes three deep. On the inside, Lindover, Valentine Day the centre. London Max 4 wide, 5 wide on the track. Dialer Buck and QC Scott in the centre struggling. Off the back straight, they've still got the flare. It got 4 metres on Lusty Lou. 3 deep without a doubt. 4 wide, London Mac. Behind runners, Lindover. Dialer Buck's not in the hunt at the moment. Valentine Day in the centre. On the bend, got the flare. Still has a 4 metre lead on without a doubt. London Mac down the outside. Got the flare, the leader, without a doubt, and London Mac are getting it. Still got the flare. London Mac down the outside, coming quickly. London Mac. London Mac's got up and beaten it. Stablemate got the flare. Might be Valentine Day for third. There's 3 in that photo. The other 2 are without a doubt, and also Dialer Buck. QC Scott not far away with Lusty Lou and Lindover. It's good. London Mac's got there. That's been a good run. Number 5, London Mac, driven by John Justice, has been an excellent run to run down the stablemate. And
Ready? Racing, coming out fast, Luck Now Last. Black Madonna left okay, and on the outside, Pepper Flash. But the favourite cruised to the front, Luck Now Last at the first corner. Leads about 3 lengths, Black Madonna. Pepper Flash third, a couple, Future Chance, Fool's Rush in, and Ambrose Call. 1 lap out, striding out freely, Luck Now Last shows the way. 4 lengths, Black Madonna keeping in touch. 3 third was Pepper Flash, Future Chance, Ambrose Call, and Fool's Rush in. Down the back, Luck Now Last nicely out in front. 3 Black Madonna. 4 or 5 Pepper Flash, moving up between runners Fool's Rush in and Future Chance. Now Black Madonna's got to Luck Now Last along the inside, and Black Madonna strides clear, and Black Madonna goes right on with the job, wins at nearly 5 lengths. Black Madonna first. Second, Luck Now Last just fails to stay. Third, Fool's Rush in, a break in the field, a Future Chance, Ambrose Call, and Pepper Flash an indifferent run last. Good win to Black Madonna. Luck Now Last made the pace out in front, but Black Madonna was able to get a pretty easy run over and follow the leader in the early part of the race, and Black Madonna certainly a good star, going home too well to win nicely.
Mobile draws away their racing. Perfect Start, Branded 50, Arson Galaxy, Trespasser showing speed with Albertonian. Just in behind them, Cloudy Range, My Friendly Guy, Rolls and Rolls, Delvin's Best. Second last, Clever Prince, and Gandara King is last, tightening and trouble out of the straight. Cloudy Range was skittled, My Friendly Guy was TKO'd, and Albertonian won the battle. He landed in front now. From on the outside, Branded 50. Off the track is Arson Galaxy. In the centre, Trespasser, the leader's back and poking up on the fence, Rolls and Rolls. Off the track now, Clever Prince is pulling out 3 wide as Arson Galaxy tackles now Albertonian for the lead and gets to the front. Delvin's Best defence, 3 metres to My Friendly Guy. Cloudy Range is second last, and a neck away, Gandara King last. Arson Galaxy at the 1400 metres leads by 6 metres. Off the track now is Clever Prince. He works up to the leader's wheel. Third, the fence, Albertonian with cover. Fourth on the outside, Branded 50. Then Trespasser fifth, and 3 back on the outside of Rolls and Rolls. On the rail is Delvin's Best, a neck away, My Friendly Guy. And the last 2 are Gandara King on the outside of Cloudy Range. They've gone the first circuit, travelling down the straight, 1,000 to go. And the leader is Arson Galaxy by 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Clever Prince. With the sit behind the leader is Albertonian. Fourth on the outside is Branded 50, who's enjoyed a pretty good run, and it's back in turn Trespasser, always handy, followed by Rolls and Rolls. 4 metres away, My Friendly Guy. He's third last on the outside of Delvin's Best. The very consistent Gandara King from second last. He pulls out now 3 wide, and latching onto his back in turn is Cloudy Range. Out of the straight they race towards the 650. Arson Galaxy still in front by a metre, drawing closer, Clever Prince. Pulling to the outside now, 3 wide, Trespasser running on, trailed up in turn by Gandara King. Albertonian held up in the leader's back, 1 off the fence, Branded 50. In behind behind them, Rolls and Rolls, followed by My Friendly Guy. Then Cloudy Range on the back of Gandara King, and last the rail is Delvin's Best. Before the turn, 350 out, nearly a line of 3. Arson Galaxy ahead in front. Joining it out 3 wide is Trespasser with Clever Prince in the centre. Gandara King pulls to the outside 4 wide. No run for Albertonian, followed by Branded 50. Around the turn, 200 metres out. Clever Prince in the centre, put his nose in front of Arson Galaxy. Then Trespasser. Gandara King down the outside. Albertonian cannot get a run. Clever Prince in front. Gandara King joining him with Trespasser. Gandara King put his nose in front. Clever Prince is coming again, and Clever Prince has outstayed them and won by a half neck to Gandara King and Trespasser. My Friendly Guy flew. Albertonian had no luck in the straight. Then Cloudy Range, he was skittled early. Rolls and Rolls back in behind them, followed by Delvin's Best. Arson Galaxy knocked up, and last in was Branded 50.
Thanks, Brian. 9-11-7 across.
Race 6 of the night. They're set. And racing, beginning well was Patricia Dawn on the outside, joined by Romeo Supreme, and deep was Avondale. Avondale and Romeo Supreme vie for the early lead out of the straight. Third was Patricia Dawn, followed by Red Park Lady, Sambo Fox, Any Tradition, and checked at the rear of the field was Plum Roll. Down the back, Romeo Supreme in front by a length on Patricia Dawn. Avondale out wide from Red Park Lady and Any Tradition. 2 further back to Plum Roll, and 3 last of all was Sambo Fox. To the home turn, Romeo Supreme rolls off. Patricia Dawn gets the run up along the inside, takes the lead, and Patricia Dawn for the money. Patricia Dawn wins from Romeo Supreme. Third, Red Park Lady, followed by Plum Roll. Behind those was Any Tradition from Sambo Fox, and last of all was Avondale. Placings 3, 2 and 1. Patricia Dawn, when Romeo Supreme rolled off on the turn into the straight, Patricia Dawn shot up along the inside and has raced away to win.
Just about ready to go. Set. Stand by. There's the light. They're racing. And beginning fairly well, Romeo's Babe down towards the inside. Bareface got the best of the start. Getting out pretty well was Blue Gum Marty, and Bloodstock driven with the whip in the early part of the race to take up a forward position, followed by Jeffrey Park, caught deep. Kringle Boy going to the first corner. Grubbers in between horses, followed by Takara Duke, and a fair way back to Stacey Ann, and Smooth Tippler is at the tail of the field. Bell Lap coming up at the judge this time as they leave the back, and Bloodstock pushing forward to go to the lead from Barefaced on the inside, kicking through to hold it out. They're about a length and a half. Romeo's Babe, the filly's dropped in over onto the fence, running third. A length further back on the outside, picking up ground is Jeffrey Park as they come down the home stretch, followed by Grubb and then Takara Duke. Stacey Ann's a fair way back with Kringle Boy. Smooth Tippler back second last, and Blue Gum Marty went back to the tail. Past the judge, 1 circuit left to go. Can't get to the lead on Bloodstock. Kicking up on the inside is Barefaced to keep it out, and they go together on the turn out of the straight. Romeo's Babe in third spot, followed moving up on the outside by Jeffrey Park, who's had a lovely run. The lead time was very smart, 59.6 for this class of horse. A length further back on the outside to Grubb, picking up ground, followed by Takara Duke. A fair way back on the outside to Stacey Ann, and then came Smooth Tippler, Kringle Boy and Blue Gum Marty. Up the back, and Bloodstock finally got to the lead, but it was a setting shot for Jeffrey Park, who's run up to it very quickly as they head on towards the top corner. Grubb moves strongly into third spot. Barefaced dropping out of it quickly. Going around the outside is Stacey Ann, followed by Romeo's Babe, getting into the clear for the first time. And then Takara Duke and Kringle Boy in the middle of the circle. 300 metres left to go, and Grubb has moved up on the outside to take a narrow lead. Pulling out 3 deep. Stacey Ann is coming with a big run. Jeffrey Park on the inside, and they're clear of Romeo's Babe, not doing enough. Into the straight though, and Grubb shot to the lead. It kicked away about 2 in front. Down the outside, Stacey Ann going out after it, but it's Grubb nicely clear. Stacey Ann's trying to pick it up in the shadows of the post. Might be going home too well. It is. Stacey Ann got up to score from Grubb. Now third home may have been Romeo's Babe from Takara.
9, 6 and 1 there. 9, 6 and 1 on race number 6 at Newcastle. Albion Park, here's Terry.
Diving up on the fence, he's trying to hold them all wide as they charge into that first bend. Master Paulsborough's going lickety-split, but Crown the King's got the paint and leads. Master Paulsborough eases now. Trouble back in the field. The favourite bubbled. Skinner's Regret went for a break as they ran past the 1800 metres mark. He dropped back into midfield. Safirsky and Dirty Diana were both checked as Crown the King leads down the back. Master Paulsborough settles on his back, and Trio Court's a head away, trap without cover. Destiny Calls rolls up to fourth on the outside of Vikings Memory and Safirsky. Let's go 3 deep, and Dirty Diana goes behind him as the pace slowed. Lead time was 35.6, but they began to crawl down the back, and Safirsky whipped up to tackle Crown the King. Now Dirty Diana moves up 3 wide to take on that pair. Master Paulsborough's on the rail. Trio Court now in the running lane on the outside of Vikings Memory, and Destiny Calls shuffled out of the sweet seat to be 4 back in the running lane. Chief Scott on the fence, followed by Sammy Bye-Bye and Skinner's Regret, then Samuel Morgan and Jungle Habits at the tail of the field. It took them a long time to sort themselves out. 33.3 first quarter of the mile. Crown the King holds the fence and leads by a length to Dirty Diana. Master Paulsborough third behind the leader. Safirsky fourth on the outside of Vikings Memory. Then Trio Court around Chief Scott. Samuel Morgan 3 deep is going forward as they make the turn out of the straight. Destiny Calls getting caught in traffic as Jungle Habits latches onto the back of Samuel Morgan. Skinner's Regret second last, and Sammy Bye-Bye's a length away at the tail. Crown the King in front of the tea trees, 32.7 for the second section. Crown the King a half to Dirty Diana. Master Paulsborough locked up on the rail. Safirsky fourth, Samuel Morgan fifth and 3 wide. Then Vikings Memory inside Trio